Hello there! Have you ever made a wish? I mean, a really, really big wish? Well, today, we're going to hear the story of a little girl whose whole life was about making wishes come true. This is the story of Yoko Ono.
Have you ever looked at a big, old tree and thought, I'm going to tell you my secret wish? What would you wish for? Maybe a brand new puppy? Or maybe to fly to the moon? Let's find out what our special friend wished for.
All right, so our story starts a long, long time ago in a beautiful country called Japan. And it starts with a little girl named Yoko. And Yoko, well, she had a very special secret.
Now, Yoko's family was super special. On one side, she came from a family of brave samurai warriors. They were like real-life superheroes. And on the other side, her family had clever bankers who were great with numbers. So you can imagine, Yoko had lots of wonderful things.
But even with the room just packed with toys, Yoko felt, a little bit lonely. Her parents were always so busy, and all she really wanted was a friend to share secrets with and play games with.
So, you know what she would do? She would run off to this magical place nearby, a quiet, beautiful temple. It was her special place, her secret hideaway, where she could let her imagination go wild.
And there, in the temple courtyard, she would write down her secret wishes on a little piece of paper and tie it to the branch of a tree. And seeing her wish fluttering there, right next to all the other wishes from other people, made her feel connected. It was like suddenly she wasn't so alone anymore.
But life wasn't always so sunny for Yoko. Some really hard times came along. But guess what? Yoko had a secret weapon, a superpower that was stronger than anything. And no, it wasn't flying or super strength. It was her amazing, incredible imagination.
A big, loud war started in Japan, and it was a really scary and confusing time. Yoko and her family had to leave their home and run away to the countryside. They had to say goodbye to everything they owned.
There were times when their tummies would rumble because they were so hungry. But Yoko had a magic trick. She would just close her eyes and bam! In her mind she would create these amazing, delicious menus, with mountains of noodles and rivers of chocolate. Her imagination was so powerful, it almost felt real.
Well, when the war was finally over, Yoko was all grown up, and she decided to go on a huge adventure. She packed her bags and her big dreams and flew all the way across the ocean to a super busy city that never sleeps, New York. She wanted to become an artist and meet other dreamers. Now, Yoko's art wasn't the kind of art you just hang on a wall. Nope, it was more like a fun game. She didn't just want to show you something pretty, she wanted to play with your imagination and make you think, whoa, I never thought of that before.
Check this out. This is so cool. Instead of making the art herself, Yoko would just give you secret instructions. So, step 1, she'd write down a fun idea. Step 2, you'd read it. And then, step 3, you would become the artist, right inside your own mind. Isn't that amazing? It means you're an artist too. And people absolutely loved her playful art, so much so that one day, someone very, very famous came to see it. He was a huge rock star, a singer who was known all over the world. His name was John Lennon, and he was about to get a big surprise.
At the art show, John saw this super tall ladder that went all the way up to the ceiling. It was one of Yoko's art pieces, so he started to climb. And way, way up at the top, a tiny little spyglass was hanging down. What do you think he saw when he looked through it?
He peeked through the little spyglass, and what he saw was just one little word, shining bright, and that word was, yes! Wow! In a world that sometimes says no, seeing that one little word felt like a big warm hug. It filled his heart with so much happiness. And you know what? From that day on, Yoko and John were best friends. They just clicked. They were two dreamers who fell in love and decided to use their creativity and their big hearts to try and change the world.
Together, they wrote a song that was like a beautiful wish for the whole world. It was called Imagine. The song asks us all to imagine a world where everyone is friends, where there's no fighting, and where everyone lives in peace. It's a lovely dream, isn't it?
But then, one day, something very sad happened. John passed away. Yoko's heart was broken, but she knew she had to keep their beautiful dream of peace alive, for him and for everyone.
So, on a special island, Yoko built something magical.
It wasn't a normal tower made of bricks. It was a tower made of pure light, a bright beam that shoots right up into the night sky. And at the very bottom, she buried her own wish for a peaceful world.
And get this, Yoko invited children and grown-ups from all corners of the world to send their own wishes for peace. And you know how many they've collected? More than 1 million wishes. Can you even picture that? A giant mountain of hope all in one place? It's incredible.
Yoko's story shows us that even one tiny little wish, like a little seed, can grow into a giant, beautiful tree that can help the whole world. And now, it's your turn to think about your own big dreams.
Yoko always said that a dream you dream all by yourself is just a dream. But a dream you dream together, well, that can become real. It's kind of like building a giant sandcastle at the beach. It's pretty hard to do it alone, right? But when all your friends help, you can build the most amazing castle ever. That's exactly how dreams work, too.
So, I want to ask you, what is your big dream for the world? What wish would you tie to a tree? Whisper it, shout it, share it with a friend, and never, ever let anyone tell you your dreams are too big. Because, just like Yoko showed us, it's the dreamers, people just like you, who change the world. Keep on dreaming.